So our daughter was 4 weeks old when my wife was admitted to hospital for postpartum psychosis. What I and our family naively hoped would only be a few days, maybe even a week, turned into 91 days. So just over 3 months. My wife had no previous mental health issues, works in the medical field herself and is well aware of the mental health side of things. And I guess that just shows that it can literally happen to anyone. The perfect storm of a very, very long labour and things not going to plan, breastfeeding not going to plan, and the pain from that causing her to go through sleep deprivation for about 3 weeks, maybe only getting 20 minutes at a time here and there. That all came to a head with a severe depressive episode and then being admitted to hospital. For anyone who doesn't know what psychosis is like or what that means, it's basically like looking into your soulmate's eyes and a stranger looking back and thinking and saying everything that is the opposite of the person that you know. And that went on for 7 weeks, 8 weeks, until the right medication took effect and we started to see some progress. It was about 7 weeks into my wife being in hospital when I came on the ward and a nurse pulled me aside and she could see how much I was struggling mentally and physically. And she was able to put me in touch with this organisation, APP, Action on Postpartum Psychosis. And through APP, I was, for the very first time in nearly 2 months, able to gain some hope and some light in the darkness that my wife was going to make a full recovery. They were able to put me in touch with another dad whose wife had been through a similar thing, and other mums who had been through psychosis themselves. From being able to talk to those people, I was able to get a grasp on what to expect at that present time, and then also what to expect in recovery, and that the most important thing being that recovery was possible, because up until that point, I really didn't know. We really didn't know. During that time, running became a tool for me to clear my own headspace and to also make sure I was speaking to friends and seeing people. So now that we're 18 months on from when my wife was in hospital with postpartum psychosis, she is now fully recovered and is doing amazingly well, happy and healthy. And as a way of giving back to the support and hope that I received and we received from APP during the darkest of times, I wanted to do something to raise awareness and raise some funds for this amazing charity and try and help them grow more in Northern Ireland. I am going to run a 63k mountain ultra in November 8th, 4 weeks time. I wanted to pick something that was extremely daunting and extremely challenging, because I wanted it to reflect like a metaphor for the journey we went on through that dark time, not knowing how far we would have to go, not knowing when things would be back to normal, not knowing if things could get back to normal, not knowing if we could get through it. APP were the guiding light for me in giving me the first sign of hope and light in the darkness. So with that said, if you could spare the cost of a flat white or a pint of the black stuff, it would mean the absolute world to me and my family and anyone going through postpartum psychosis themselves or with a loved one. So, and to any dads, any partners out there who are going through this right now, there's hope, there's light. Just keep going, just focus on that next step, and day by day you'll get there. Trust me, I've been there.